If you come from a poor family, here are the steps that you need to follow so that you can break that gap between the poor and the rich. And all what I'm going to be telling you in this video is the same steps that I'm also following so that I can also break that same gap. And the reason why some of us come from poor families is because of information gap. And to become rich is about what you know. And some of us, the family that we come from, they don't have even that particular financial knowledge to teach us. Most of them will just tell you to go to school, get a job, and that's all. And at the end, it doesn't even end up working. We'll start the school, but it doesn't end up the way we want. We can start to some stage and there is no even money to complete. And we end up dropping out, or you complete and things are not going well. But in this video, I'm going to be walking you through all the steps that I'm also following to make sure that all things are working. And what I start, or how I start, is you just need to go to YouTube and search how to make money online. That's the first thing that you need to know. Or you can just search like how to make money, or you just go to YouTube, because when you are first starting, I don't advise for you to buy anything. You don't need to buy anything, because at that moment you don't know where you are even heading towards. So you don't need to buy anything. There is a lot of information out there which you can just go to YouTube and type how to make money, maybe online or so you get a lot of options and a lot of videos. Try to watch many of them to figure out. After that, you can now decide which side is good for you, and you take that particular path. And after you take that particular path, you need to know about three things. Which is how to make money, how to keep money, and how to multiply money. You need to know how to make money, and how to make money is like getting a high skills, learning a high skills, and now implementing it to get that money. And when you get that money, how are you going to keep it so that it will not go again? It will not go waste. That's the second thing. And after that, you now know, okay, you have gotten it. How are you going to multiply it? You need to do all that. And to do all that, you don't need to pay for anything for nowadays. Just go to YouTube, search how to manage finance or how to manage this. They will tell you how to manage it. And are you going to invest it after you have gotten that money? Are you going to invest it anytime that you get it? Or what are you going to do? Or are you going to open a business or so? And if you check, most of the big men out there who are the Bill Gates, the Elon Musk, and Mark Zuckerberg, and a lot of them, they are running their own businesses, or they are having a shares in other companies, and they are making a lot of money just because of information gap. And for us to break it, we need to find a way that we can pass, and that way to pass is also getting it through a free means, but it will take us a lot of time. And don't mind about time. The only thing to focus is you are just ready to break that gap, so that your future generation, it can be your children, your parents, your brothers and sisters, they shouldn't also fall within that gap, that particular range, and they should also feel free after you have figured all these things out. Let's say, for instance, if you're able to break that particular gap, you can also open doors to introduce like your close relatives or anybody that you think the person is also serious about it, and the person can also break that gap. And the more you introduce people, the more you become more knowledge about things. So these are things that most of us do. Like, we don't just get and that make us poor. Actually, most of us, we are intelligent and we have all what it takes to be rich, but we don't just know how we are going to go about it. We just know where to start. And I think most of us, we need information like this. Most of us, we all know our background is not something easy. So it's not something easy. I know I have colleagues out there who are also like me. They also find it difficult. I know life is not easy, but for you to, if you always say that life is not easy and you stuck at one place, then just know that you also end up being like our parents, so which we don't want to be that way. And to do that, we need to find a path. And after you find out that path, don't combine more than 3 things or 4 things at once. At least pick one particular thing at once, do it and become perfect in it. And when you become perfect in it, you can now try to learn the other skills and add it up, or even modify it, so that you can also sell it for high profit and invest that money, or diversify it to any other part, and you see by then things are going to grow for you. So life is not easy, but we try to make it better for ourselves by doing research about things that can also make us better. And I think business is the number one thing that can make us break that gap. The business. If you don't know how to do business, and to get do good business, you need to have good idea. Good idea. That's the number one thing. If you don't have good idea, and you are gather some money and you are saying you have to start a business, is going to fail. So you need to get a good idea which business is working. That's the first thing that you need to look out for. And what is the competition? That's all what you need to look out for. Do research, look for customer demand and all that. And after you have gotten all that, then you can now go ahead to see location and everything and try to open. And consistency, everything is about consistency. When you start and you stop, then you're going to fail, because when you start and you stop, indirectly it's not going to work anymore. And never give up. Anytime that you start and you do research and you are satisfied with that it's going to work, never give hope that it's not going to work. Especially most of the things that people put on YouTube is working. I know some people put some things on YouTube just to maybe also get you trapped and get their money and go, but that's not the case. When you start as a beginner, please, you don't need to buy anything. That's what I can tell you. You don't need to buy anything. You just need to also do research on YouTube. Search a bunch of videos. You get a lot of videos. Watch that particular videos. Watch them one by one. And after you watch them, look for videos with good ideas. Pick them. You know bad ones will be there, but you try to pick the good ones. Download them so that you can watch it at any time. Try to download them and watch them at any time. And after you download it and watch them at any time, try to put it in schedule. Okay, if you decide to go on the path of, I'm to create a YouTube channel. And before you create a YouTube channel, you need to have things that you need to share. You need to have a particular skill that you need to share it on YouTube or any platform. And you now say, I need to do this. I need to do affiliate marketing. I want to do maybe drop shipping. Then you need to learn more about that particular skill. And when you master it, then you can now start to also implement it and see how it's going to work. And the more is when it starts working, then you can also tell document the process, show it to people as a proof, and they will also buy your service. That's how we can break the gap. And I've done a lot of researches, and I think that's what I can tell my colleagues out there who are also struggling to make living. And so actually life is something very difficult. It's very difficult. So actually I also passed through a lot, and I need to share this to help my colleagues, those who are also passing through the same way that I have passed. And if you find this video, please try to also share it to your friends that you think they are also suffering and they are trying to break that particular gap and they are also serious. Try to share it to them. That's what I can tell you. Try to share it to them. And follow this particular YouTube channel. Follow this channel by subscribing to the channel and turning on post notification bell. Because this particular channel, I give a lot of general content. Most of the time, those that I see that is going to work for us, or both of all of us, are trying to share it on the channel. And anytime that I do a research and I find out that something is going to work, I try to share it here. And when you are doing something, please don't look for short-time goal. Don't look for a thing that can make you money within 1 month and it's going to stop within after 1 month. Don't look for that kind of thing. Look for a thing that is going to serve you more than 10 years to come. Build something. Let's say if you can use a year to build something and it can serve you up to 10 years, then that's a good business. You can go into that kind of business. But don't look for something that can serve you up to, you can learn it within the shortest possible time and it is going to end within 1 month. Don't look for that kind of skill. Actually, you can learn it and get some money and implement it on a long-term goal, but don't just implement it on a short-term goal. Don't just focus on short-term goal, because when you focus on short-term goal, the time that you'll be weak and you can't do anything, then by that time you will still suffer as the way you used to be. And we be in mind that we are saying that we want to break the gap between the rich and the poor. We want to break that particular information gap. So the financial freedom, we want to bring it close to ourselves, and that's why we need to learn about things that can make us money in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, other than the thing that can make us quick money and disappear at any time. No, we don't need to do that. Look for big or long-term goals. That's what we can do. I know some of us, we have a lot of followers on social media, but we don't know how to utilize this as advantage. Some platforms you can monetize your page and be making money, but some of us has pages with a lot of followers, but we don't know how to use it. So try to, if you have a lot of followers on any platform, you can try to also learn how to monetize that particular followers. Especially some of us will post a lot of post, and we will get a lot of engagement. But we just don't know how to make money out of that. Like, if people see that you are having a lot of engagement, you can get an affiliate offer. Post about that particular offer. You're going to get a lot of comments, and how are they going to also work on that? And some are going to buy that service, and you are going to earn some commission. There's a lot of opportunities out there, so please try to do research, and let's break this information gap, and let's break this financial gap that we are having between the rich and the poor. Let's all be the same. There's nothing differentiating us. The only thing is just that of riches and poor. So let's break that particular gap and make it neutral. All of us live in the same stage. So guys, that's what I have to share with you guys, and feel free to comment your concern. Just feel free to comment your concern in the comment section, and please subscribe to the channel and like the video to also support the channel as well if you find it valuable. If you don't find it valuable too, then it's fine, but I'm also only trying to help those who are also in need of this kind of content to help themselves. So if you don't find it valuable too, then it's also fine. So then I think that's all I have for now. Then bye bye for now. Peace out.